Good evening, everybody, and welcome to LEHS Field in Swampscott for Northeastern Conference football. Big one, first game of the year for both teams. Lynn English on the road against the Big Blue of Swampscott. And a big game for both teams because it's the Jeff Blydell Cup. I believe this is the 5th year. English has won it, I believe, the last couple of times. They're looking for the 4th win in the Cup. Jeff Blydell was an outstanding multi-sport athlete at Lynn English, and they wanted to find a way to honor him. And what better way than to have the Jeff Blydell Cup and have it the game against Swampscott, because Jeff's both sons were outstanding athletes at Swampscott in multi-sports. Chris Carroll in charge of the Bulldogs, Bob Serino for Swampscott. They've done a nice job. This is the first time ever at Swampscott High School where they're playing under permanent lights. They would play maybe one game a year on Friday night and bring in lights just for the night, temporary lights, if you will. But now they did a great job. They did a great job on the field. They added stands. They did a great job here at LEHS Field, and they put the lights in as well. The city got behind it. The fans of the football team got behind it. A lot of people worked hard to come up with the money, which is not easy. And this will be monumental for Swampscott because now they can play Friday night games. And this will be the first one. And they'll be taking on the Bulldogs. Tom Frizzoli will kick it off. English will get the ball first. A somewhat veteran team for Lynn English. Matthias Fowler will be the quarterback. He was a wideout last year. He did get to play some quarterback. Matt Severance will be sorely missed by English, both offensively and especially defensively. He was outstanding on defense as well as offense. Those are big boots to fill for Matthias Fowler. As they kick the ball off, fielded at about the 18-yard line. And across the 30, out 33, maybe the 34-yard line. I think that was Cameron O'Brien. Figueroa Marquez. Swampscott's a veteran team. They've got Dylan January, running back, Inzana, quarterback, Augustin, one of their really good receivers. The ball is at the English 33. They come out in the spread, a wide out to either side. Fowler takes his first snap as a starting quarterback. Runs off the left side with a lot of room into Swampscott territory. He picks up the first down of the season for the Bulldogs. All the way down to the Swampscott 40-yard line. 27 yards on the, I don't know if he can keep up that average. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They try to run straight ahead. Uzziah Omasefi got a yard. Fowler with the keep. Again gets a first down. He's 2 for 2 on carries. Inside the 30. They're going to put it down at the 29. So we picked up 12 more. 2 first downs. He's picked up both of them. English on the move on their first possession. They fill the backfield now with Fowler. To keep the pitch off the right side, down near the 20-yard line. DJ Brathwaite gets it to the 20. Pickup of 9. It'll be second down and a yard. Sam O'Fury is in the backfield. That's the young man. He lived in Lynn originally. Family moved to Salem. He played at Salem. He was all conference last year and ran for almost 1,000 yards. Outstanding linebacker. And then he moved back to Lynn and is back at English High School. And happy to have him. He's only a junior. English, somebody moved. And you don't have to make contact anymore. All you have to do is move. So now it's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 25. Just underway, opening drive of the ball game. O'Fury in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the far side. Purda by himself to the near side. They give it to O'Fury. Might have got inside the 25. They put it right back at the 25 for no gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 6, obviously in 4-down territory here. Looking to the sideline to make sure they got the right call. Incomplete. A little bit behind Purda, breaking to the middle, pass a little bit to the outside. So the drive was going very smoothly. All of a sudden, it's 4th and 6. First big play of the ball game for the Bulldogs. Three wideouts to the far side, 2 to the near side. Fowler in the backfield by himself. Work out, caught, nice catch. They bring him forward near the 15-yard line. And that's Purda with the catch. He had a very good year last year catching the football. So English converts. They pick up 14 and they get a first down at the 11-yard line. Actually, it's the 16-yard line. They picked up 9. They go double wing. They pitch it to Purda. There's a flag coming in at the end of the play. Let's see what that's about. He picked up a yard to the 15. And they're going to mark off a holding call against English. Back to the 25. So it's going to be 1st and 19. A lot of new rules this year. They go back to the double wing. Follow with the keep, trying to turn the corner. Gets around the corner and gets down to about the 12-yard line. He ran that well. He had blockers out in front. Down to the 12. He picked up 13. Pitch to Perta off the left side. Gets a couple. They put it at the 10. So they need 4. Again, 4 down territory. They stay with that double wing. They run straight ahead with O'Fury. Looks like he's got it. They needed 4, they got 4. But the official is going to measure it. Now they say first down. First and goal from the 6. And now English had 2 guys in motion. That's going to cost them. English has been giving and taking away on this drive. They'll get pushed back to the 11. Third penalty on the drive. They're not making it easy on themselves. First and goal. They stay in that double wing. They give it to O'Fury straight ahead. Down to about the 5, maybe inside the 5. They put it right at the 5. So he picked up 6. Second and goal from the 5. Follow with the keep, trying to turn the corner, steps up inside and gets in the end zone for the touchdown. He was going to go wide, stopped, cut it up inside, and ducked in. Nice stride by English. I said O'Fury in a couple of those calls. It was Anthony Timmons that was the fullback on that drive, on those last couple of plays. And now Tyler Driner will look to add the extra point. Shea Palmer, the holder. And he boots it through. "67 yards in 13 plays. Fowler doing most of the damage. They overcome 3 penalties. And they jump out 7-0 against the Big Blue. But we got a lot of football left to play. It reminds you now that there are 12-minute periods instead of 11. So English will kick it off. Seems strange to be at Swampscott and see a dark baseball field behind football and headlights on driving on the street. outside. Usually it's bright sunshine and a Saturday afternoon. Drinan will kick it off. Kick is away. From the 7-yard line, straight ahead. Nobody's going to touch him. Palmer is going to take it 93 yards for a touchdown. So English didn't have a long time to celebrate. It took English 13 plays. It takes Zach Palmer 1 play. He caught it and just ran straight to the end zone. He two-hand touch, they wouldn't have touched him. English ate up about 7.5 minutes. Swampscott took about 15 seconds. Frazzoli will look to tie it up. Kick hit the goalpost. It's no good. So just like that, Swampscott's back in it. English is going to get the football right back. English ate up almost 7.5 minutes. Again, Swampscott took about 15 seconds. That was just a sprint. Caught it on the fly at the 7-yard line and just took up the sideline. There was nobody there. He just ran straight to the end zone. Nobody came within 4 or 5 yards of him or more. And very quickly, Frazzoli is going to kick off again. So that 7-point lead that English grabbed is dwindled to 1. We told there was a lot of football left. At the 20-yard line, breaking a couple of tackles, getting out to about the 35-yard line, TJ Brathwaite. English has decent field position to start their second drive. They put it down at the 35. Three wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They run it off the left side. And that was O'Fury. They're going to give him 3 to the 38. Second and 7 for the Bulldogs. They don't huddle. They just look over and get the play from the sideline right to the line of scrimmage. Same formation. 4 wideouts. Fowler rolling. In trouble. Gets away. Reverses his field. Nice run by Fowler. 1 man to beat. They get him from behind at the 15-yard line. He almost took it to the house. Looked like, first like he was going to roll it to the right, then looked like he was going to throw it downfield. Then he completely reversed his field. Takes it all the way down to the Swampscott 15-yard line. 47 yards and a first down. He's over 100 yards rushing, and we're still in the first period. They run it straight ahead for about 5. That's Timmons. All just tucked in. We'll call it the 10 and give him 5 yards. Just tucked inside the 10-yard line. So 2nd and 5. They give it again to Timmons. Just banging straight ahead in the middle of that Swampscott line. They get it down to the 7. 3rd and 2. English knocking on the door again. They give it to Perta. He gets inside the 5. It'll be a first down. Down to the 2. First and goal from the 2. Fowler with the quarterback sneak. There's a pile up, and the official said he got in. His 2nd touchdown. A little short at this time, only 6 plays, 65 yards. But back-to-back touchdowns by the Bulldogs, both of them by Fowler. Ryan will look to make it an 8-point game. Palmer holding. Kick hits the goalpost, so both kickers have hit the goalpost. So English goes the length of the field and scores. They kick off. Palmer takes it 93 yards. Swampscott kicks off. English takes it 65 yards. We're in for a treat here offensively. Three possessions if you count a possession for the kickoff, and 3 touchdowns. English will kick it again. What they don't want to do is kick it to Palmer. Rizzoli, the kicker for Swampscott, Drynan, the kicker for English, have got their presence felt very quickly. Kicking off, kicking an extra point. Both hitting the crossbar with their other extra points. They kick a little ground ball this time, bouncing around down right about the 10-yard line, so they're not going to run this one back. They're going to get stuck down around the 20-yard line. There's another flag down. The ball's at the 19-yard line. Looks like they called unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody. They haven't marked anything off. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to. Graham Inzana will be the quarterback, a very good one. Had a great year for Swampscott last year. They go to the spread. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. From the 19-yard line. They run it straight ahead for about 4. And that's still in January. Very good baseball player. They put it at the 22. Now at the 22, we'll give him 3. Second down and a short 7. Ball just slightly across the 22-yard line. January's a name everybody will know, certainly in Swampscott. Name that everybody will know, the grandfather, but father and uncle were great players at Swampscott. Pitch coming to the near side. They're going to get to the 29-yard line. That's Xavier Bascon, and that's enough for a first down. Swampscott gets their first down of the season, an 8-yard pickup out to the 30-yard line. Got the first down plus a yard. So a very quick first period. English ate up most of it. A 145 yards rushing. Fowler going over 100 yards. Swampscott only ran 2 plays, but they got a kick return that keeps them in the game. A 106 rushing for Fowler. Off the right side with January. Couldn't turn the corner. Gets it to just shy of midfield. Again, supposed to go around the corner, couldn't get there. That was Bascon. Flag on the play, the pass is incomplete. That might have been motion against Swampscott. It was offside English. And that gives Swampscott a first down. So Swampscott on the move. They started this at their 19-yard line. English leading at 13-6. Early stages of the second period. Motion to the far side. Motion man getting the handoff. That's Andrew Augustin. I'm going to call it the 41 and give him 4 because he didn't make it to the 40. So they need about 6 on second down. January around the corner. Gets the first down a little bit more. Picked up 11 and a first down. So Swampscott on the move. They scored the first time. They touched it on a kick return. This is their first legitimate drive. Started late in the period because English ate up most of the first period with the 2 scores. Quarterback keep. He says to Fowler, if you can do it, I can do it. And Zana with the keep off the left side gets another first down. Down to the 11-yard line. Picked up 19 in the first down. So Swampscott trying to answer right back. Both offenses have controlled the tempo of the game. January in the backfield with Inzana. Motion coming to the near side. They give it to January off the left side. Down to the 6, he picked up 5. Offense is the name of the game here in this first half. And Zana has to go a long way to get the play and then bring it back. He'll be a tired young man by the time this game is over. English with a late arrival. everybody. Swampscott, a little unsure what they're going to call. Now they signaled the timeout by English. There was Swampscott was bouncing all over the place, not sure what. They got a late arrival, but they looked like they were set. It was Swampscott looked like that they were questioning, do I go here, do I go there? They had a couple of people bouncing around, and they signaled the timeout English. English scoring the first 2 times they had the football. In between there, they were forced to kick off after the first touchdown, and it cost them because Zach Palmer ran it back 93 yards for a touchdown. And now Swampscott started this drive at their 19-yard line. This will be the 11th play of the drive. With a shot to tie it up, touchdown, extra point, would be back even. January gets wrapped up in the backfield. O'Fury with a big-time play. They talked about his offense, but he's an outstanding linebacker. He put it back at the 10. They lost 4 yards on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. They can get a first down at the 1-yard line. English is looking to have their defense be the first stopper. Twelfth play of the drive. Faking. They dump the ball off. They're not going to go anywhere. Fowler was right there to make the play. They lose a yard. So all of a sudden, it's going to be 4th down. Are they going to try a field goal? His honor is the holder, so English has to worry about that. At the 18-yard line, a 28-yard attempt. Frazzoli, the kicker. No good. Wide right. So English defense comes up big when they needed it in the red zone. They shut him down. They forced the field goal attempt, and it's missed. So their first drive of the ball game spills over into the second period. They run some time off the clock. And they missed the field goal, and English will get it. Looking to go 3 for 3 possessions and touchdowns. They'll have it at their 20-yard line. The 3 wideouts go to the far side. They try to run it straight ahead. They get stacked up. They give a yard to the 21. Second and 9. They let it fly deep. Caught. Outstanding catch by Purder. And Fowler led him perfectly. into Swampscott territory. They put it down at the 45. 34 yards in the first down. So just like that, they're back in Swampscott territory. Well, Fury just got caught by Inzana from behind. He was going to go a lot further. He got to the 39 for a pickup of 6. Second down and 4. The 3 wideouts go to the far side. Fowler taking off. Now he's going to throw it way behind the defense. He ran it. Everybody sucked up looking to stop the run. And they throw it 39 yards. Perfect throw. Purda went downfield. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him. So they combined for 73 yards on 2 passes. They go 80 yards in 4 plays. They make it 3 for 3. Dryden will look for the extra point. English is going over 200 yards. 234 to be exact. And those 2 passes to Purda, perfect throws. Nice catch for the first one. Ryan's kick, again, hits the goalpost. 1 tick under 4 minutes left. In this one, the English is 3 for 3. They've gone 67, 65, and now 80. But that was a perfect call. Fowler's been running the ball, sweeping right, sweeping left, rolled to the right, never even hinted that he was going to throw the football. And as he rolled, Purda went downfield. Swampscott came up to stop the run, and all Fowler had to do was lob it up, and Purda was able to almost make a fair catch. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards of Purda. What a great call. 2 catches for 73 yards for Purda. He's got 3 for 82. Driner will kick it off again. Again, 1 tick under 5 minutes left in this first half. A big one for the Bulldogs. Putting 234 yards of offense, 106 rushing by Fowler, 82 catching by Purda. At the 26-yard line. Another nice return down the sideline. He almost did it again, Palmer. He ran one for 93. It's at the English 34-yard line. That's a 40-yard return. He's got 133 yards and 2 returns, and Swampscott right back at it in good position in English territory. Izana looking, lets it fly long and deep, picked off, but they say no, he was out of bounds. Great coverage by Fowler. He does it on both sides of the football. He's filling in. Severance did that last year. Outstanding quarterback, even better on defense. Fowler made a big stop, tackle defensively on that drive. They stopped Swampscott. Now he makes a big pick, but they said he was out of bounds. He's only a junior. Purda's only a junior. O'Fury's only a junior. They give it to January, turns the corner, gets close to the 30-yard line. They put it to 31. Excuse me. Yeah, at the 31. He picked up 3. 3rd and 7. Obviously 4 down territory here. The out to January, slips a tackle, gets around the corner, gets a first down before he's bumped out. Down to the 13, they picked up 18 yards. First and 10 at the 18, late in this first half. English leading it 19-6. Swampscott trying to eat into that. Motion to the far side. Izana with the keep. Runs it straight into the end zone for the touchdown. (19-12). Frisoli with the kick. A little momentum for Swampscott late in the half. They'll get the ball to start the second half. That outstanding run back again by Palmer. They only had to go 34 yards. Do we have a flag? Official came running in. I thought maybe somebody moved. They did throw the flag. It's going to be against English. Kick is good. Swampscott closes back within 6. And he'll kick it off to the Bulldogs. Swampscott 1 yard shy of 100 yards, but they haven't had to go that far. 1 touchdown, 93-yard kick return. The other touchdown, they only had to go 34 yards in 5 plays. January and Anzana carrying the load. Now they'll kick off to the Bulldogs. I don't know if English has time enough to make it 4 for 4 here in the first half. They run it back outside the 30. And that's where English will put it in play. They gave pretty good forward progress to the 35. So let's see what English does with time winding down, leading by 6. Looking for their 3rd straight Blydell Cup. In the first ever night game with permanent lights here at Bloxage Field. Fowler coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner. Doesn't get there. They wrap him up and throw him down. And that was Augustin with the play. So that's the first time they've shut him down for 0. Rolling, looking, going to take off and run with it. He's going to get a first down. Boy, he's a threat. You lay off him, trying to stop the pass, he runs it down your throat. He just picked up 12. He's got 118 yards. He's so quick. Chris Carroll's very happy he's only a junior. Quick out, caught. Firstly, no gain at all. That's Jesse O'Fury. He's only a freshman, the brother of Sam O'Fury. I'm going to call it no gain. Lost about a foot. They double the wideouts to either side. Out, caught. Enough for a first down. Nice catch by DJ Brathwaite. They're back in Swampscott territory at the 43. They kick a timeout. 10 yards and a first down. Eagles trying to add to a 19-6 lead here in the first half and trying to beat the clock at the same time. Two big plays for Swampscott was the 93-yard kick return by Zach Palmer. And then he ran the kick back 40 yards. set up the touchdown that got them back within 6. Eagles trying to answer back, trying to go 4 for 4. Drives and points. English on the road. They'll be on the road, I think, for the first 3. Fowler in trouble. Going to get hit and knocked down for a loss. All the way back to the 49. He lost 6. And we got another timeout. Last timeout for the Bulldogs. That new rule, they only get 3. English scored their first possession. Grabbed a quick 7-0 lead. Palmer got his first of 2 great plays, running a kick 93 yards. Get Swampscott within 7 or 6 when the point was missed. English came back, 65 yards in 6 plays. Fowler got his second touchdown. Kick was no good, made it 13 to 6 at the end of 1. English got it back and went 80 yards in 4 plays, 73 yards on 2 pass plays. The second one to Proto for 39. Both passes to Proto for 73, the last one 39. Again, the kick was no good. It was 19 to 6, but Palmer got involved again. He ran the kick back 40 yards to set up Swampscott at the 34. Fowler rolling, turns the corner, and gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe plus a yard. They don't have any more timeouts, so they got to go quickly. He picked up 8 to the 41. Picked off and dropped. Who else? Palmer stepped in front of that pass. They threw it deep. Palmer almost picked it off. And he would have had a lot of room to run. That was the last play of the half. So English scores the first 3 times. They were on the move again, but they ran out of time. They'll take a 6-point lead. It's English 19, Swampscott 13 as we get to halftime. Hopefully the second half is just as good as the first half. Back and forth, up and down. Especially for Zach Palmer. 133 yards in return. He's got 133 yards, and he hasn't touched the ball offensively. He ran a kick return for 93 and a kick return for 40. English will kick it off. They're leading it 19-13. As we start the third period, they scored 3 consecutive drives. They went 67, 65, and 80. Swampscott scored in that kick return. They only had to go 34 yards on their second score after another return by Palmer. At the 18-yard line, coming up the near sideline, and that was Palmer again. They held him that time. from the 18 to the 36. First and 10 for the Big Blue at their own 36-yard line to start the third period. They double the wideouts to either side. Now they send motion. They give it to the motion man. He's hit and knocked down. Good defense by Tommy Gaylord. One of the few seniors on this team. They lost a yard. Swampscott had 81 yards rushing, 19 yards passing for 99 yards and 7 first downs. English had 166 rushing, 92 passing, 10 first downs. Fowler ran for 120. Purda caught 3 passes for 82. They drop it over the middle, and they drop it over the middle. They had that set up perfectly, and Baskin couldn't hold on. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Big play, Big Blue. They don't want to give it right up to English. Looked like they changed the play. A quick out. They knock them out of bounds, shy of the first down. Vasquez with the catch. They picked up 5. They needed 11. Swampscott will have to kick it away. Late arrival coming out on the field for Swampscott. They want to make sure they have their full complement. The kick is away. Fielded at about the 23-yard line, going a little bit backwards, was Purda. And I'll put it at the 25. So English will have it at their own 25-yard line, leading it 19-13, their first possession of the second half. Second time they've shut Swampscott down. Swampscott really hasn't shut English down. The clock ran out on English when they were moving the ball in Swampscott territory after scoring on their first 3 drives. We got a flag, people moving. You don't have to make contact anymore. They had a late arrival English. Everybody moved, and it cost them 5. Used to be if you didn't make contact or were able to get back before the ball was snapped, you were okay under NCAA rules, but they went federal rules. And that totally changes. If you just flinch, you don't have to make contact. If you move at all, it's a 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 15. High snap. Getting up ahead of steam is O'Fury. Carries people with him. Tough kid all the way out to the 49-yard line. What a hard, strong run by O'Fury. So they overcome the penalty. They get to the 49. He picked up 29 yards. And he did it carrying a few blue shirts. Tough run by Sam O'Fury. And Chris Carroll's happy he's only a junior. High snap. Keep and the pitch. And they get inside the 45-yard line. That's Brathwaite with the carry getting the pitch from Fowler. They ran that to perfection. They picked up 6. Actually, they picked up 8. I forgot they said on the other side of the 50. 2nd and 2. They run it straight ahead with Omosefi. Should be enough for a first down. Oh, they only gave him a yard. Well, it's going to be 3rd and a yard. I thought he got closer to the 40-yard line. Omosefi comes out favoring that left ankle a little bit. Looked at on the sideline. He's only a junior. They got a lot of young kids on this English team. They go to the double wing. The pitch to Perla. He gets the first down and a lot more inside the 35. So they show you the spread. They run out of the double wing. He picked up 10. And the English is right back at it, moving the football. They stay in that double wing. Fowler with the carry. Turns the corner, gets pushed out of bounds near the 25. They're going to mark it at the 26 for a pickup of 6. Second and 4. English on the move again, trying to add to a 6-point lead. They haven't really been stopped. The clock stopped them in the first half. They scored their first 3, and they were right back inside Swampscott territory with a first down at the 43 when the clock ran out. They stay in the double wing. The pitch to Perta. Ducks his head, runs straight ahead. Shy of the 20-yard line. Gets to the 22 for a pickup of 4. That should be enough for a first down. And it is. Eagles just controlling that line of scrimmage, just pushing Swampscott off the ball and running it right down their throat. 1st and 10 from the 22. Fowler turns the corner. Gets pushed out of bounds. He's going to lose a couple. Back at the 23. Lost a yard. The pitch. A pile up. The ball's taken away. And who else? Zach Palmer is going to return it 79 yards for the touchdown. There's a flag on the play as he's down in the end zone. There was a pileup at the 21-yard line. English got 2 yards. There was a pileup. Palmer reached in, ripped the ball away, and he took it 79 yards for the touchdown. And all of a sudden, it's 19-19. I'm not sure what the flag was for. There was nobody downfield. Palmer off to the races again. Over 200 yards in returns, and now he returns a fumble, 79 yards. And for the first time in a while, Swampscott fans have got something to stand up and cheer about. And it's Zach Palmer who's doing it. He ran 2 kicks, one for 93 and a touchdown, ran another one back 40. He ran the opening kick 18, starting the second half. Now he reaches in, pulls the ball loose, and goes 79 yards for a touchdown. I don't know if it was from exhaustion. He went down in the end zone. Looked like they threw a flag, but I don't know what the flag could be about. Unless a couple of Swampscott players, got there, and I don't know if they can call that a celebration. Palmer is up, going to the sidelines. Hope he's going to be okay. Boy, he has put an exclamation point on this game for the Big Blue. He's got them back even. After it looked like Swampscott was going to give up another touchdown to the Bulldogs, they were marching right down the field. They tied it up, a pileup at the 21-yard line, and from behind, he just pulled the ball away from the ball carrier, turned around and went the other way, 79 yards. He's over 200 yards in returns. Frisoli will try to give Swampscott their first lead of the game with just under 7 minutes left in this third period. And for the first time, if he makes this, English is going to be forced to make a comeback. And the kick is good. So Swampscott has 103 yards of offense. English has 315, and Swampscott is leading 20-19. This is for the Jeff Blydell Cup. English has dominated since they put it together. I think they've won 3 out of 4. I think they've won the last 2. Both teams made it to the playoffs last year, and both teams did pretty well. I think Lynn English won their division for the second year in a row in the Northeastern Conference. It'll be a little different now in the conference with Medford, Malden, Somerville, and Everett out. So for the first time, Frisoli is going to kick it off with Swampscott leading in the football game. Not quite halfway through this third period, bouncing around at the 15-yard line. Across the 30. I think they're going to put it at the 31. We'll call it the 32. So English got shocked a little bit there. Let's see if they can recover. Just like that, after trailing the entire half and first possession, their first possession of the second half, once again, it's Zach Palmer doing the damage. He stole the ball and had clear sailing, 79 yards for Zoli's kick, and all of a sudden that English lead is gone, and Swampscott leads it by a point. So a complete reversal. English fans were excited, upbeat. Swampscott fans were sitting on their hands saying we can't stop English at all. Now all of a sudden the Swampscott fans are excited, and the English fans are kind of in shock. And I'm sure the coaching staff is kind of in shock as well. I'm not sure what the long delay is for. Now they're bringing everybody to the sideline. The wheels turning on both sides. English scored in their first three possessions. Swampscott had the 93-yard kick return. Then another 40-yard return by Palmer set them up, and they only had to go 34 yards to make it 19-13 at halftime. They were on the move. They started at their 25. They had a first down at the 22-yard line. They ran a play into the middle of the line. It got piled up, and in the middle of that pileup, Palmer again reached in, just took the ball away from the ball carrier, and went 79 yards for a touchdown. Frisoli added the extra point, and just like that, English has moved the ball up and down the field. Swampscott defense really hasn't stopped them. That takeaway by Palmer doesn't happen very often. They didn't stop them at the end of the half. The clock stopped them. And now they take away the ball and take away English's lead as they are now up a point. Teams are coming back out. We haven't shown the player that was hurt, and we certainly hate to see anybody get hurt. This is a very tough, emotional game. We'll get back to football. Let's hope everybody is okay. English will have it at their 32-yard line. Fowler dropped the ball. Fell on it quickly. They put it back at the 30 for a loss of 2. Looked like he was going to keep it and got mixed up with the handoff or the keep, and it went to the ground. So he lose a couple. And they blow the whistle, that's going to cost him 5. The outside receiver's got a little bit of a head start. That'll push it back to the 25. So one thing Chris Carroll might want to work on during the week is penalties. The first touchdown they scored, they overcame 3 penalties. They've had 2 here in the second half. Fowler with the keep, stays on his feet, dragging people with him, gets near the 40-yard line. He picked up 14. The pitch, they pile it up, not going to go anywhere. They went back to that double wing. They got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. English going to have to kick it away. At least I think they're going to have to kick it away. They may be going here. Chris Carroll is going to roll the dice. Fourth down, they need 3. They go to the spread. They're trying to draw. They were trying to draw Swampscott offside, and English moved. And it's going to cost them 5. Now they're going to have to punt. They were going to a long count, trying to draw Swampscott offside to get the first down. And I think it was the center who just kind of lifted his shoulders a little bit. We're going to get a timeout. Just under 4 minutes left in this third period. This will be the first time that Swampscott has stopped English. Not counting the takeaway by Palmer. If it's Palmer back there running the ball back, they better worry about this one. High kick. They let it bounce, so Palmer doesn't get a chance to run it back. And it's going to go out. at the Swampscott 39. So they got decent field position. They lead by a point. Closing a couple of minutes of this third period. Oh, Mr. Momentum has certainly changed around quickly. They double the wideouts to either side. Motion going to the far side. Hand off to January. They get to the 44. He picked up 5. They need 5 yards and a foot. January slipping and sliding, lost his balance. There was a big hole there, and he just kind of slipped and fell. We'll call it the 46 and give him 2. That'll be third down and just about 3. And again, he needs 3 and a foot. Straight ahead with January, a big hole. He gets into English territory for a first down. 3 straight carries by Dylan January. Gets it to the English 48. Picked up 6 in a first down. He's only a junior. Excuse me, he's a senior. I thought he was a junior. He's a very good baseball player, as was his brother and father and uncle and grandfather. Motion, they fake it, looking, they let it fly downfield, tip, couple of fakes, they threw it downfield, looking for Augustin. He was one of their primary receivers last year. He hasn't caught anything today. And Augustin really hasn't thrown the ball. Coming in, I thought they'd be throwing the ball almost every play. They're not. They're running it more than throwing it. That's only their 6th pass of the day. They've only completed 2. None of them to Augustin. Faking it, January turns the corner, gets pushed out of bounds after a short gain. Pretty good forward progress. They gave him the 39. Excuse me, 44. Well, third down and just about 6. I don't know if this is 4-down territory or not. They don't have to worry about it. Over the middle. January, wide open. Gets bumped out of bounds around the 10-yard line. He just went underneath. There was nobody anywhere near him. "34 yards on the pass play." I just got through saying they haven't thrown it that much. If this is not an incomplete pass, this could be the last play of this period as January ducks his head. And that is the last play. They gave him to the 9 for a yard. So Swampscott leading by a point and threatening again. And we've got 12 minutes of football left. At the 9 of English. Second and goal. The quick out, incomplete, good coverage by Fowler. Looking for Augustine, Fowler was all over him. Third and 9. And of course they have a kicker. They tried a field goal here before. So if they come up empty on this one, knowing English has a kicker, they would probably try a field goal to try and get it at least English would lead at least a touchdown. A field goal wouldn't help them. Anzana with the sneak. Gets it down to the 6. He picked up 3, and they are going to try a field goal. A 23-yard field goal attempt. Kicks it through. So Swampscott goes 61 yards. 10 plays. The 10th play is a field goal that pushes it beyond the field goal. All of a sudden, Swampscott's now leading 23-19. They've gone just over 100 yards rushing. And the big play, that 34-yard pass play to January, got them down close. English's defense shut them down, but not enough. The field goal pushes it to a 4-point gap. And we're in the 4th period. Frisoli will kick it off. English is going to go to work. Picked it up at the 19-yard line. And Purda does a nice job. He bobbled it, and there were a couple of blue shirts around. When they couldn't make the tackle, he got by, and that enabled him to get outside. A nice return by Purda. And English got good field position, trailing by 4. They're going to put it down at the 47-yard line of English. So good field position. They've been moving the ball. Now they're going to come from behind. a little bit further. They double the wideouts to either side. Late arrival in the backfield. Now they triple the wideouts to the near side. Quick out off the fingertips of Perter. Second and 10. Every possession now in the fourth period important for the Bulldogs, trailing by 4. Fowler over the sideline, getting the call, bringing it back to the huddle. They go to the double wing. They run it straight ahead. Timmons with the carry. They get to midfield for 3. So a big play coming up for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 7 from midfield. Two wideouts to either side. Swampscott has to worry about Fowler running the ball on this play. Looks like they might have changed the play. Over the middle, tip, they had it. Perter ran right to the middle of the field. The play was there, maybe an inch or two behind them. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. I think it's going to have to kick it away. So the last couple of possessions, Swampscott's defense has shut them down. English going to have to punt again. And who's back there? Zach Palmer. English flinched. Again, he got back before the ball was snapped, didn't make contact. NCAA rules, that wouldn't have been a penalty. Now it's a penalty under Federation rules. So English has to kick it away from their own 45. Kick is away. He fielded it at the 12-yard line. To the sideline. He got around the last man down the sideline, 1 man to beat. I don't believe it. He stayed in bounds. Zach Palmer does it again. 88 yards. He's gone over 300 yards in kick returns and a fumble return. He scored 3 touchdowns. And all of a sudden, it's 29-19. He's accounted for 12 points without snapping the ball from the line of scrimmage. 93-yard return, now an 88-yard return. Rizzoli adds the extra point, and all of a sudden it's an 11-point gap. here in the fourth period, Swampscott all of a sudden, thanks to Mr. Zach Palmer, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. A kick return for a touchdown, a punt return for a touchdown, stole the ball and returned it 79 yards. He had another kick return for 18 yards, had another kick return for 40 yards that set up a touchdown. He's been it for Swampscott with a capital IT. And I talked about the fans. Swampscott fans are now ecstatic, and the English fans just can't believe it. I've never seen anything like this in all my years of doing this. One player, usually you dominate from the line of scrimmage or throwing the ball, or hasn't touched the ball, running or catching. All he's done is field punts, kick returns, and on defense, as Johnny Most many years ago would say, he stole the ball for 3 touchdowns. So English has shut the rest of the offense down. They just haven't shut Zach Palmer down. Kick away, fielded at the 30-yard line. Across the 40. And that was Brathwaite, I believe. English will have it at their 42. They got to go to work. They need 2 scores. Wait and see if the official said he caught it. They say no. Trapped it on the turf. It'll be 2nd and 10. The clock now the enemy for English. They're down 11. And we're in the 4th period. They were cruising through the first period, most of the second half. Swampscott got that late touchdown to cut it to 6 at halftime. And then Palmer with that big takeaway. English was driving, looked like they might add to the lead. Instead, Swampscott scores, gets the extra point, takes the lead. High over the head of the intended receiver. Back-to-back incompletions is 3rd and 10. They completed 2 big passes in the second period, one for a touchdown. They've only completed 1 pass since. Fowler fakes, slips a tackle. Nice little shake and bake move down the sideline. He's loose, 1 man to beat, cuts it to the middle. Big time run down the 5-yard line. Boy, did English need that. "53 yards and a first down. 52 yards. They put it at the 6-yard line. That play was supposed to come to the left side with Purda. They ran it to the right. He got stacked up, cut it back to the right side. Now I see the official, they're marking it off. They gave him the touchdown. I didn't see the official sign right away. Purda ran it in. So English very quickly They go for two. Straight up the middle, Fowler gets it in. "58 yards in 4 plays, 52 of them picked up by Fowler on that 3rd and 10. Prater has caught passes for 82. He's run for 28. He's got 2 touchdowns. English claws their way back in. Now they just don't kick the ball to Graham. English is 4 yards shy of 300 yards rushing. They're 12 yards shy of 400 yards. And they're losing by 3. So they needed that, get old Mr. Momentum back on their side. But they need a little more. They're down 3. Late in the ball game. They got to stop Swampscott and get it back. Swampscott will fall. They almost gave it up. They almost lost the football, Swampscott. Zach Marks had it, bobbled it, and then fell on it. Swampscott will have it at their 31. So English defense has to come up big here. Actually put it to 36. January gets it across the 40. He's run well. Caught that big pass. That got them down close. He just picked up 6 more. Second and 4. Swampscott in no hurry. We're going to run the clock, leading by 3. First game of the season for both teams. I don't know if they'll play anybody any better than the team they're playing tonight. Inzana looking, lets it fly long and deep, incomplete. He had Vasquez, looked like he might make the catch, and then couldn't hold on. That would have been huge. So it's 3rd and 4, and more importantly, it stops the clock. Big play here for both teams. Inzana looking in trouble. Dumps it off. They're going to lose yardage. Good defense. First one there was Tommy Gaylord. So English is going to get a shot. They're going to get the ball back. They lost 3, Swampscott. You look at Swampscott with 161 yards of offense, and they've got 30 points. Unheard of. The kick is away. They let it bounce. It's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. "70 yards away from a leading score. You just got to dip into their bag of tricks here. Swamp's going to shut them down the last couple of times. Last 3 times. They had one drive here in the second half, and that was where Graham stole the ball at the 21-yard line, turned it into a touchdown. Double wing. Fowler with the keep. Trying to turn the corner. Turns the corner and goes out of bounds. They mark it to the 40 for 10 and a first down. Fowler's pushing 200 yards rushing. They stay in the double wing. They run it straight ahead. That's Timmons. Picks up a couple to the 42. 2nd and 8. They get piled up at the line of scrimmage. That was Purder. I'll give him 2. Third and 6. Swampscott picked it off. Augustin, he hasn't made a catch, but he caught that one. So the turnover gives it back to the Big Blue. The English defense is going to have to go back to work again. At the Swampscott 35. January gets a couple before he's pushed back. The English defense has to come up big here. Picks up 2, 2nd and 8. Izana with the keep. Big play by the quarterback. He's got a first down. Allows Swampscott to run some more time off the clock. He just ran straight ahead to the 49. He picked up 12. He's got some big plays when they need him. He got the 1 touchdown. He's got the 1 touchdown that was scored not by Zach Palmer. Swampscott looking to go down and score and put this one away. English has got to shut them down and get the ball back, and they would still have to score. They just waited on January that time and just piled on them. They lose yardage. Back to the 47, they lost 2. We got a timeout. Back and forth we go. It was English through the first half, especially in the first period. Swampscott couldn't stop them. The clock stopped English ending the first half. But Palmer, with his kick return and a punt return, 2 kick returns, one for a touchdown, one got them close. They were able to score and stay close, down only 6 at halftime. And it was still 6 in the third period when he stole the ball from a ball carrier at the 21-yard line and went 79 yards for a touchdown. The extra point put him on top. Frisoli had a 24-yard field goal to push it to 4 points, and then Palmer again ran a kick 88 yards for a touchdown to make it 11. English came back. Fowler with a big run, 52 yards, got it down close. Purda went in from the 6. Fowler added the conversion, 2 points, and that's where we are, 30-27. But English needs the football back. They fake it. Pass incomplete. They were trying to hit Bascon over the middle. So they help English out throwing the ball. Incomplete, stops the clock. Gives English more time to work with. And there's a big 3rd and 12 coming up for the Big Blue. It's been an outstanding game, boy. Fans have got their money's worth here. 2 good football teams giving it everything they have, that proverbial 110%. It's going to be a shame for either team to lose this game. And Zana, the quick out. January looking over his shoulder, a little bit behind him. If it's out in front a little bit, he's going to make a first down. Instead, it's incomplete. It stops the clock, and Swampscott has to kick it away. So English got a break there. If that ball was out a little further out front, January, instead of reaching back, would have caught it and had, who knows how far he would have got it, would have at least got a first down. Swampscott could have used some more time off the clock. Now they're going to have to kick it away, and English is going to get a shot. It bounces around. It's going to die right around the 15-yard line. Swinger's got a shot, but they're going to go a long way. They need 85 yards, and this might be it. This might be their last chance. We're in the 4th period, late in the 4th period. And if they don't go here, they may be 0-1 in the season. And it would be a very tough loss and a very tough bus ride back to Lynn English. Again, either team losing this game is going to be tough. Fowler by himself in the backfield. Rolling, looking, dumps it off, caught. They get out to the 29-yard line. Chandler with the catch. 14 yards and a first down. Straight ahead, not going to go anywhere, back to the line of scrimmage. Looking, quick out, caught, down the sideline, cutting it back. Further along the sideline, outrunning the last lineman and goes in the end zone for the touchdown. He caught it along the sidelines, he slipped the tackle, and he just couldn't keep up with his speed. 71 yards later, English is in the end zone. And all of a sudden, it's 33-30 English. 85 yards in 3 plays. Trying and looking for the kick. It's blocked. Knocked down. So Swampscott, they've got a kicker. They've already got a field goal. Just over 2 minutes left. Four catches for 153 yards. And 2 touchdowns for Purda. A 177 yards passing for Fowler. 487 yards for Lynn English. Swampscott has 170. About 2.5 to 1 in favor of English, but Swampscott's only down 3. English has to survive the last 2:10. They battle back on a nice catch and run by Purda. Stayed in bounds, slipped the tackle, and then just outran defenders. Swampscott looked like he was down on the ground. Augustine gets up and returns it. It looked like he was flat on the ground when he caught it. Looked like his knee was down and he was down, but they didn't call it. And another outstanding return by Swampscott. They only need a field goal, and they're almost in field goal range. They get it down to the English 25-yard line. Another outstanding return, this one by Augustine. I think English stopped because they thought he was down. So don't go away. The English defense has to really come up big here. They run January straight ahead. He gets a couple. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Short hopped it. He was open. He stopped, came back, but couldn't come all the way back. That's Vasquez. Obviously 4 down territory. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. 2 big, huge plays coming up for both teams. Vasquez was open, and the pass was just underthrown. He couldn't pick it off the turf. English defense trying to come up big. Looking in the end zone, tip Fowler with a great play. Looking for the touchdown, Fowler was there. He's done it on both sides of the ball. Outstanding defense. And it comes down to this one play. Swampscott needs 8. English has to shut them down. And English can win their 3rd straight Jeff Blydell Cup if they can shut them down. Swampscott trying to deny him that. But one big play right here. You would think they would have to throw the ball. But Inzana has run for big first downs. Now, they blow the whistle. Swampscott's going to take a timeout. It all comes down to this. 63 points in the game. The biggest points yet to come, if any. 4th and 8 for the Big Blue. They had another big kick return. England's going to work on that in the coming week. Somebody's leaving a big hole on the kick return team. If you're English now, you go get the quarterback. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. January in the backfield, you have to worry about him coming out of the backfield. Looking to throw, has time, over the middle, caught, it's not going to be enough. Fowler with a big time play. Augustin makes his first catch, and Fowler is right in his lap. English comes up big, and they're going to win the game. They come up well shy of the first down. Fowler outstanding on offense, outstanding on defense. They only picked up 2 yards on the play. They hold Swampscott to 177 yards of offense. All of the points came with Palmer's returns and fumble recovery. Fowler went in from the 5. The kick was good, 7-0. Palmer ran the kick 93 yards for a touchdown. 7-6. The kick no good. Fowler went in from the 2. Kick no good, 13-6 at the end of 1. Fowler to Perta, 34 yards, 19-6 English. Inzana went from the 6. Frizzoli with the kick made it 19-13 at halftime. Palmer got Swampscott the lead with that fumble takeaway. Frizzoli, 79 yards. Frizzoli with the kick made it 20-19. At the end of 3, Frizzoli got a field goal. Palmer returned the punt. Again, 85 yards. He had returns and that steal for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. That made it 30-19 after the extra point. And then English came back. Fowler with a big 52-yard run, got it down to the 6. Perta, one play, ran it in. English finally got it back with just over 2 minutes left in the game. Fowler, the quick out, downfield a couple of yards to Perta, broke a couple of tackles, stayed in bounds, beat a big tackle down the sideline with his speed, ran it in, 71 yards for the touchdown. English 33-30. Fowler comes up with 2 big defensive plays, knocking would-be passes away. And English is going to win it 33-30. Fowler runs for 199, passes for 177, passed for 2, ran for 2. Perta caught passes for 4 passes for 153, scored 2, and the defense came up big when they had to, and they put up 487 yards. Palmer on the other side had 308, all on either returns or that takeaway. And Swampscott couldn't get a lot of offense going. And a big defensive effort by English at the end. 4th down and 8. They went over the middle to Augustin, who didn't make a catch all day. And Palmer was there with a big defensive play, knocking it away. And English will win the Jeff Bladell Cup for the 3rd straight year, the 4th time. They'll go to 1-0. Swampscott will drop to 0-1. And English wins it by a score of 33-30 in an outstanding football game. Fans certainly get their money's worth here. So congratulations to Chris Carroll and the Bulldogs as they pull it out behind Matthias Fowler and Taj Purda, and a big defensive effort at the end. 33-30. English wins it. They win the Jeff Bladell Cup for the 3rd straight year. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.